Now, a second look at the deal between Donald Trump and Xi Jinping can only reveal one thing, that again, Donald Trump was played. Again, US was outsmarted. Again, Donald Trump and US went home with an audio file. Take note of that. Now, this is me trying to correct my first video. And if I don't do this, it will only mean I don't know what I'm doing or I want to deceive my followers. All right? Good. Now, China got what it wanted. Did Trump get what he wanted? Yes, he got what he wanted. However, it was audio. Audio. He went in with his bag full. Please like my video, comment on it, share it, and give me a follow. His bag was very full. He had a lot of deals. But China knew what they were doing. Everything was nothing but a facade. All right. Now, Xi Jinping knew very well that Donald Trump was the one who was tensed, who was eager, who was looking for something with which he was going to prove to his supporters that, hey, US stands for you, especially the farmers. China now went ahead and offered whatever he wanted. However, they were just promises. Just promise, nothing concrete. Let's start with them here. We will buy more American soybeans. And so what about that? We will stop the chemical use of for fentanyl. Nothing but a promise. Audio, audio. We will ease rare earth export control. Audio again. Now in exchange, Donald Trump went straight up and cut off tariff, giving China the relief they've been looking for, they've been begging for all this while. So in essence, China gave nothing but words, and then the US gave money. Now, is that what you call a fair deal? No. That's a smart play by Beijing. Very smart. US went on to give their leverage. This tariff I'm talking about was what US was holding on to against China. Cutting them means that China breathes again while America loses its grip. And those Chinese promises, this is not the first time. They've made these promises over and over again, and they've always broken them. Now, look at it. In 2018, China promised to buy tons of US soybeans. They started for a while. Then quietly, they stopped. Now, move to 2019. China promised to stop exporting fentanyl, those chemicals. The DEA later confirmed the flow really never stopped. Then 2010, 2019 again, 2023, China promised not to weaponize rare earth minerals. Yet every time there's tension, they use that one against the US. So tell me, what was actually different from this? This particular deal now. Nothing really changed. This is the same old script that was just maybe dusted and then given back to Donald Trump. And then he went on jubilating. Now, how this guy was not able to realize that he had been played again remains a mystery to me. And what I think again, it is nothing but a PR win for Xi Jinping. PR here means public relations. See, even if there was nothing else gained as far as this deal was concerned, the fact that the meeting was held in a neutral ground, that was South Korea, in his allies' home, that's Donald Trump now, okay? Not in Beijing, not in USA, but a neutral ground that made China stand as an equal to the USA. It's a big win. It's a big win. They sat as equals. They shook hands together. They looked each other into the face. It wasn't like Donald Trump coming to meet one of his small countries to just bully them. No, this time around it was we sit side by side. She looked very calm, while Trump looked very eager. In China, this is the message that will be shown on TV. America no longer dictate the terms. They don't call the shot anymore. She didn't just win the negotiation, he won the optics. Nothing changed. And let's talk about the ban. What do you call it? The real fight. Taiwan, tech bans, the South China Sea, and all of that. China still came out to tell them that as far as Taiwan is concerned, it remains our territory. See, the real thing that would have changed the whole thing, nothing happened to them. No real deal was signed. Just statement. It's not even peace. It's just a pause. Now, if you're arguing and thinking that, okay, I'm lying or I don't know what I'm saying, we're going to use the next few weeks to confirm what I just said. Do you understand? You will hear the tone from Trump. You will hear them attacking again. You hear things like, if you suddenly start attacking China again online, it means he's trying to save face. Watch out the next few weeks. All right, you hear things like leaks from the U.S. agencies. Expect sources to say like China is not keeping it to its own promises. You will hear that very soon. That's Washington's way of revenge. You hear military move. They are going to send some military move again to Taiwan. Any sudden U.S. ship or jet activity near Taiwan or the South China Sea will be a signal. Watch out for those things. We are watching you. That's what they will say. You hear again noise from Congress. Lawmakers may start saying, start pushing back, saying that Trump was too soft on China. You will hear that. So let's watch. Now, if you don't see this in the next few weeks, maybe we're still lying. See, the only way we will say that Trump got what he wanted would be that China is able to follow through in every promise that they made. Apart from that, it was nothing but an audio file. Nothing but an audio file, an audio win. Nothing will change. They outsmarted Donald Trump. It's as simple as that. Because this is what Beaver knows. So, what do you know?